What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. We're back at it again with a little bit more of Euro Truck Sim 2. Now, it's been a little while since I played this. As requested though, I'm going to do some heavy hauling. Now, this will probably be my last stream until next year. Coming to think of it, it's going to be a busy time for me, so I'm going to try and get as much in as I possibly can before that approaches. But like I say, I hope you're all doing well. Sit back, relax, and we'll get some hauling in. Of course, it is absolutely chucking it down with rain. Why wouldn't it be? But it's not dark, so I can live with that. There we go. Right, I think my truck actually needs to be repaired, or at least the tyres need to be serviced anyway. But let's try and swing this round. I absolutely hate putting these things into reverse. Squeaky squeaky. Right, let's go and get this go and get this truck serviced, and then we'll look at doing some hauling, hopefully. That's all done and out of the way. I can turn my wipers off now. How's it going, Munchies? How you doing, man? Just logged out of this. Nice one. Tell you what, it definitely feels a lot stranger having the traffic back. Something that I'm going to have to slowly adjust to. I think we've got a company in here. We can pick some hauls up from. Whoa, bit wobbly. Believe it or not, this was the first location actually where I actually started this game, believe it or not. Let's have a look at external contracts. I want to try and do something a little bit different. I want something that's going to last quite a considerable amount of time. I don't think we're actually going to find... where's this one going to? Romania. What have we got there? A backhoe loader. What have we got there? Something small. Oh wow, that goes the distance, doesn't it? All the way past Bulgaria. Let's do it. Why not? Begin delivery. Oh, of course. Yeah, of course. Apparently I've got a current job. We'll abandon that. We'll go back to the job market. All good here. Everyone feeling better today? Not too bad actually. I'm not too bad. Not too bad at all. Just try and find a decent... I think it was that one. Yeah, it was that one. The wheel loader. We'll get it up and running. Bremen to Istanbul. Damn. Oh, nice one, Munchies. What truck did you buy? Almost got enough. Right, we're all linked up. All ready to go. Oh man. Yeah, I know the feeling there, man. Know the feeling there. I always end up going back to Scania. I mean, of course, there are other alternatives as well. You know, oh man, oh, Beamer. Volvo's pretty good. But I suppose that's the beauty about having those quick jobs, because you can kind of play around with it, can't you? See what truck you enjoy using the most, I suppose. I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to end up buying yourself a few trucks anyway when you get your employees going and all that stuff. But welcome in, everyone. Oh, red light. I'm glad that the brakes are sharp on this. We've got a little while to go. Right, let's remove that. We don't want that. I mean, to be fair, you're going to want a couple of trucks anyway, because you can, of course, you can customize them to do different jobs, like heavy hauling or normal cargo, you know, that type of stuff. So it's always good to have a couple of trucks in the bag anyway. The Renault, I don't know, I mean, it's the interiors really. I mean, you're spending a lot of time in these cabs, you know, in these trucks, so you at least want a somewhat of a decent, you know, interior. At least that's what I find anyway. think he overstepped the mark a little bit there. I think we're okay. Yeah, it definitely looks alright. Love doing jobs like this. So nice to be behind the wheel again in this game. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Truck sounds amazing. Visually stunning. It's kind of what makes me extremely grateful that these games exist. You know, I mean, we've got the likes of On the Road, which is supposed to be getting an update next year at some point, end of January, I would imagine. You know, but when you got games like this, you don't really have to worry, do you? But like I say, I'm going to try and do as much as I can. There will potentially be a stream tomorrow, but I mean, I'm not anticipating doing one. But so this should be my last stream essentially until next year, which is very weird saying that. You know, like I say to you guys, it's been absolutely incredible, all of your support. You know, we haven't done too badly, you know, better than I thought I'd ever do when it comes to YouTube in general. You know, I mean, I first started off with making videos with no sound at all, well, no voiceover at all, should I say. And then, you know, over the course I've kind of found my feet and, you know, spoken to some amazing people. It's been fantastic. It's been great. I mean, from playing Euro Truck, American Truck, you know, and even the Truckers MP, it's definitely opened up my eyes to wanting more trucking simulators, and there is a few, I believe, that are coming next year at some point. So fingers crossed. You know, it's gonna be a good year, I think, for simulation games. Oh, he's pulling in. Amazing stuff. But On the Road as well. On the Road will be coming back to the channel. I believe we're going Istanbul, I think it said. Let's have a look. Yes, destination. We're going to Istanbul. Yeah. Which I think's amazing. Oh, we need to go down there. Yeah, I'm fairly confident this is the first time that I've actually ventured this way. But you know, that's the beauty about this game. You know, there's lots and lots of areas to explore, and yeah, 130 grand, yeah, absolutely beautiful payout. I mean, it's not the longest trip that I've done, but it's, like I say, it's definitely going to pay out nicely. I avoided Britain because of the opposite driving thing. Yeah, it is a bit of an adjustment, isn't it? You know, I mean, over here we drive on the left, you know, give way to the right, but in most countries it's the opposite way round, you know. So I mean, it is a bit of an adjustment. I struggled when I first started playing this because you don't really think that a game would pay particular attention and, you know, to that much detail. But you find yourself coming a cropper to it, essentially. Oh, damn, man. Germany to Glasgow. Yeah, that's a nice drive. That is a nice drive. How do you manage to... how'd you manage to wreck your truck right off the ferry? Man, I mean, playing the Truckers MP side of it, you know, I mean, I've come across a lot of idiots actually, you know, which is not really surprising. But like I said, the one thing that I really struggle to adjust with is just the no traffic. You know, not seeing any sort of AI on the road or anything like that. You know, it was, I don't know. For me, it's nice to be playing with other people, don't get me wrong. But I don't think there's enough people to make up for all the AI which gets removed. Forgot the direction, switch sides. Went right into an oncoming traffic. Oh wow. I mean, but it's so easily done, isn't it? You've really got to pay attention to what you're doing on this. I've only ever wrecked my truck once, and I literally went up the central reservation and, you know, went on two wheels and slid across the road. You know, I spent forever trying to figure out how to actually recover my truck, which was a pain. But it is so easily done. stop and get some fuel at the next fuel station. I'm gonna say we might end up filling up a couple of times, but I don't know. Maybe once will be enough. For now, at least. But yeah, nice little trip to Istanbul. Got a wheel loader on the back in the old Scania. This time though, I remembered to repair my, well, just service my truck before I left. The wheels were a little bit, or should I say, the tyres were a little bit worn. I fell asleep playing ATS. Woke up when my wheel went crazy from crashing. Wow. So I can't say I've ever fallen asleep whilst playing this game. I've been close to it. I mean, it is quite I don't know, it's quite a demanding game, sort of like in the mind, isn't it? It's exhausting. I don't know how they do it in the real world, honestly. Credit to all the real truck drivers out there. But I mean, to sit here and to drive the times that we do, the lengths that we do, you know, it's definitely tiring, that's for sure. Right, here we go. Let's pull in and get some motion lotion, shall us? These fuel stations always sketch me out, because it doesn't look like you're going to fit. Right, let's have a look, see how much this is going to cost. Not bad. Nearly 850 euros. Just got to be so careful coming through here. It's so easy just to nod off. Let's get up to speed. Nothing coming. Brilliant. Have you got any plans for New Year's, guys? Anything exciting coming up? That's it, let me across, let me across. I was going to say, I don't want to be rerouted. That's an absolute nightmare. I don't know if you've experienced that, Munchies, yet, but you know, when you get an obstruction or something and it reroutes you, oh man, it adds like, well, it can add stupid amount of miles onto your already existing journey, you know. I know it happens, but it's, you know, when you get it like 3 or 4 times in a row, it can be a bit tiring. I wish there was an option for daytime driving. I wish you could just select an option to make it daytime all the time. You know, because as we've discussed many times before on the channel, you know, streaming this game when it's dark is not good at all. In fact, I can see more than what you guys can, and that's the only problem. We're not doing too bad for time. We're actually ahead of schedule, even with a fuel stop. I just love how those beacons, you know, how they flash on the road. It's so cool. The attention to detail is just crazy. The longer I play this game, the more blown away I am, honestly. Like, this is probably one of the only trucking simulators that I can actually sit here and play off stream without getting somewhat like bored. You know, as well as finding it a chore to play. You know, a lot of simulation games for me, I don't really tend to play them offline, like off stream. You know, so it's nice to actually have a game that, for simulation at least, that I can sit there and play and kind of be encouraged to play at the same time. You know, hard to find games like that these days. Like I say, we got a lot coming to the channel. New year, you know, gonna try and spruce it up a bit. Try a few different games as well. Maybe even go off the beaten path of simulation for a little bit. Maybe start focusing on a little bit more of like the RPG stuff. You know, I have been giving Elden Ring a go as well. So that's something which I'm looking to bring to the channel as well. But primarily I've just been focusing on getting DLCs for the games that are actually worth getting DLCs for at the minute, which I'm sure you guys can understand. Darkness is nearly upon us. Got some cup of soups down there, just in case the journey gets a little bit long, you know. Have a little snack. But I definitely want to get some head tracking, because that's going to make it so much easier for looking left and right, because it is so difficult to obviously operate the wheel and operate a mouse at the same time. Let's have a look, see what we're doing. So that's what I mean about the beacon lights. I mean, look how cool that is. You obviously get different beacon lights as well. You can customize your own trailers too. You know, the list really does go on. But it's fantastic to see. Yeah, Age of Empires isn't too bad. You know, I mean, I've been back and forth with games, really. I mean, I've been playing that World of Tanks as well, which isn't too bad. But, of course, just trying out new things as well. You know, like Death Stranding. You know, I had that a little while ago. But the Epic Games Store, they gave it away for free. So I thought I'd try it again. And, you know, it's not been too bad. You know, but it's tough because, of course, people come to the channel here to watch specific games, and of course trying to get it all, you know, get it all sort of intertwined and everything, and trying to showcase as much as I can. You know, it's a tough one. It is a tough one. Happy holidays to you, Donny. Hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, Death Stranding is on Xbox Games Pass, yeah. Bit weird, to be honest, but it's different, you know. I was going to stream High on Life tonight, but I thought, as I've got my wheel and everything set up, you know, I may as well do a little bit of ETS, because of course over the next few days, it being New Year's Eve and all that sort of stuff, you know, going to be pretty strapped for time. So appreciate that, Donny, man. Appreciate that. But next year I am going to try and accomplish the longest haul that I've ever done. So I've literally got to just go in and find a job that is over like 2,000 miles. Hopefully can find one in the sort of 3,000 mile region. What is we looking at? 7:30. That's not bad. Doing pretty good for time, actually. But it's going to be close. It is going to be close. This is the only downside to YouTube. It's the fact that I can't play any music. You know, that's what I like about going on TikTok, because I can actually play music whilst driving. You know, here I've got to literally just try and find things to talk about. Sometimes I don't need to. You know, people just come in here to watch the trucking, which is fair enough. But I mean, to sit here in silence, it's not very ideal, is it? Nice, your longest haul. Spain to Russia. Nice. Until your PC crashed. Damn. I don't know. Admittedly, I have sat here sometimes, and I've got up in excruciating pain because I've been sat down for too long. Just starting up on here, so I can't go too far yet. Well, I mean, the DLCs open that up for you. So if you buy the DLCs, obviously you get the different different areas. But of course, it's perk points as well. You put long distance hauls and stuff. But it's a fantastic game to chip at. And at least you know that you're not going to lose your data or anything. Do you know what I mean? I did see that they uploaded a video today for On the Road, actually. Not too sure how I feel about that game being updated, I'm not going to lie to you, because of course it has been a very, very long time since they've actually spoken about it. Let's enter it again, see if we can get some rest. There we go. Yeah, that's it. I mean, just chip away at it. Just chip away at it, and eventually you'll do it. Been playing for a year and a half. Nice one, man. Nice one. I mean, I've been flicking through, the Truckers MP for this, and obviously American Truck and Euro Truck as well. I will have to get myself back into American Truck. I'm yet to get the Texas DLC, but you know, they're always chucking DLCs on for sale like all the time, so I'm not really worried about it. It's not like I haven't got plenty of ground to cover as it is. You know, that's the thing. It's nice getting new DLCs for this game, but at the same time, even though it unlocks like the region, you know, like the state or whatever you can drive through, you know, you still got to find the jobs which are allocated to those places, and I would much rather deliver to than pick up from, you know, so that's the beauty about these external contracts. But I do want to buy a few trailers of my own, or should I say customize a few more trailers of my own, and you know, actually start using my own equipment. Essentially, using your own truck is cool, but actually using your own customized trailers and stuff is even better. No, I get you, Donny. I get you, man. Like I say, I hope for more people to get not consoles, get PCs over the next year or so. That way, I can kind of get some hauls going, you know, some convoys going, because that's yet to happen on the channel, sadly. I wanted to get a few people together to do some hauling, long distance hauling. But never say never. I mean, that could happen. Oh, nice one, Donny. 7 trucks, yeah. I think I've got 4. Like I say, with all the games that I play, you know, with obviously how time consuming this game really is, because it is time consuming, you know, I would love to be able to put more time into it, but of course there are other games that I cover as well, other games that I play as well, so to try and really get it all done is going to take it. In other words, there's not enough hours in the day. I would absolutely love to play this all day, but you know, don't permit it. Yeah, no worries, Munchies. Like I say, it's just an idea, something to look forward to in the future, hopefully. Because I do enjoy playing the Truckers MP, but obviously, like I stated, the fact that there's no AI traffic at the same time, I don't know, I think it takes away from the sort of overall experience, because there's just not enough players on it. I mean, and I'm talking like 3,000 people is not enough, you know. The map is so big. You do come across people, but coming across people and actually playing with people is really 2 different things, isn't it? I mean, it is a pleasant experience, you know, like driving and actually seeing other truckers on the road, you know, and of course doing a little honk here and there, you know, is quite fun. And especially, like, you know, you don't have to worry about looking left or right in Truckers MP, because of course there's no AI traffic. You know, the only people you really have to worry about are other players, and they pop up on the map. So I don't know, you can kind of get a bit lazy with your driving in a way, a bit complacent. Yeah, like Fallout 76 at launch, yeah. That wasn't good, was it? Yeah. My brother actually pre-ordered that, and he was very, very disappointed. But I'm glad I didn't buy it, that's for sure. Seven months without extra drivers. 22 years saved up. So expanded and bought truck and drivers. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I didn't feel that being restricted to... I mean, buying your trucks is one thing, but being restricted as to what you can take is something completely different. And I understand there's something, you know, something to work toward. But for me, I just use the mods through the mod menu, through the Steam Workshop. You know, because as much as I would have liked to have built up the company and done everything the proper way, I just didn't have the time for it. It doesn't rob you from the experience anyway, because essentially you're still driving cargo to and from, so it's not such a bad, you know, a big deal. But of course a lot of people, they do like to do it legitimately, and that's fair enough. But for me, for the time and the schedule that I have with the games that I stream, etc., you know, I barely have enough time to play it the way that I've done it now, so, you know, it's definitely saved a lot of time, and I can enjoy it for what it is, rather than having to work up the skill points in order to be able to transport certain things. Oh, absolutely, yeah. That's all it's about, is just having fun, you know. And it's not like, I mean, I know a lot of people get funny when it comes to people modding their games, but the way that I look at it is, as long as it doesn't affect anybody else for any sort of advantage or gain, then it's absolutely fine. You know, what I do within my games only affects me and me only, so. So right now, I feel for him. 2 copies of Cyberpunk. I mean, I own 2 copies of Cyberpunk as well, but one's for PlayStation and one's for the PC. I can assure you it is much better on PC, especially with the mods. Oh no, definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, I do try and spice it up a bit. I do try and use different trucks, but I always find myself coming back to the same ones, you know? So after a while, there's just no point. I may as well just stick to the couple of trucks which I enjoy driving, you know? Yeah, no worries, Munchies. Thanks for coming in, man. Take it easy. Cyberpunk. So Cyberpunk is like, I don't know if you've ever, you know, seen any of the Blade Runner films or anything like that, but it's very close to that. It's like futuristic sort of. You'll have to YouTube it, watch a trailer or something. It is pretty cool. It's like futuristic. Not for everyone, of course. I mean, when it initially released, it flopped, and it did. It flopped hard. I mean, there was so many problems with it, and you know, they ended up doing like a massive refund for it. You know, so anybody that bought the game digitally were able to refund it. You know, it was that bad. You know, they like give people the option, which is very rare these days. But nevertheless, I thought it was still a pretty cool game. You know, I feel more enjoyment actually going back to games which I've once played. You know, I mean, I went through Days Gone again. You know, just games like that. Yeah, I mean, I play pretty much the same, Donny. Pretty much the same. I mean, I will be bringing Farming Sim 22 back to the channel at some point. You know, I mean, just with Farming Sim, it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit up and down for me. I mean, like, there's only so much you can really really do. There's only so many like ways of actually earning money and setting your farm up and stuff. I mean, of course, when I say that, I mean, like, you know, there are a lot of ways to do it, but it just depends on how much time you really want to chuck at something like that. I mean, I've built many farms and stuff, you know, and in the end it all ends up the same. What a beautiful sunny day. But yeah, it all ends up the same. I did try Flight Sim, and I'm meaning to come back to that at some point as well. You know, like I say, next year I'm going to be testing more and more simulation games as time goes on. But of course, with working and children and stuff like that, you know, it's really tough to get everything that I want kind of crammed in, you know. You know, I mean, life does come first, you know, and I do try my absolute best to get as many streams out as I can, which is why I primarily do streams, to be honest with you, because I just don't have the time to sit back and kind of structure and edit a video. I mean, on occasion I do, but I don't have the time to do it all the time, so going live is far better than anything that I will probably end up producing. If I ever get into a position where I'm able to do that, then I definitely will, but you know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? You know, but even if I was to be in a position of where, so let's say I was able to quit my job and do YouTube and this whole streaming thing full time, I still don't think I would want to, because even so, as much as nice as it would be to kind of have my own sort of timetable and, you know, make videos and earn money and game for a living, there are obviously health consequences of doing that, and I don't really want to be sat here playing games all day, to be honest. You know, a couple hours is enough for me. If I can chuck in a few multiplayer streams here and there, you know, get a few people involved, then of course, you know, I don't mind chucking in a couple more hours on it, but that's just not the case at the moment. You know, we have juicy news as well, you know. I mean, Fernbus coming to consoles February, you know. I think On the Road is supposed to be updated sort of late January. You know, there are a few nice little updates coming. Let's just hope that they improve upon them, you know. Tourist Bus is supposed to be getting some form of update at some point. It's all good. It's nice to see that SnowRunner is still getting its daily, or shall I say, seasons as well. It's always positive to see. Yeah, that's the side of it, Donny, which, you know, you really have to take into consideration, don't you? I mean, it's all well and good getting like engrossed in games and things, but of course exercise and moving about is very, very important. You know, like this route, for example. You know, I know when to call it. I know when I've had enough. You know, I've been streaming for nearly an hour now. You know, and that time does fly by. You know, but I know when to call it. So I may not finish this at all. But that's what it comes down to. But of course, the beauty about this game is you can just pick up from where you left off. So there's no rush. I mean, there's still 950 miles on the clock, you know. But I think, you know, I've made some pretty good progress with it. You know, I've done quite a fair few miles. I've been driving for over an hour. It's not been too bad. Oh man. Proper smash up there. Yeah, it's not been too bad. Right, let's pull in here. And I think we'll continue at another point. Like I say, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure you guys coming in, you know, watching the stream. You know, it's massively appreciated. Like I say, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. I hope you have all of you have a fantastic new year. And yeah, like I say, guys, as always, you all take it easy, stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys.